Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Prabhuji join them. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram.
Vancha kalpatarubhishya krapa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Anant Koti Vaishnavind ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Please forgive me to stop you from the static chanting. Today's quote on chanting by His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Maharaj. By chanting Hare Krishna, we can bring love into this world. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. I am Pooja from Sydney. May I know who have joined today?
Hare Krishna Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. This is Nikunj Rasa from Germantown, Maryland.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. Thank you so much for joining.
Hare Krishna Puja Mataji, Madana Pranam to you and all the devotees on the call. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Guru Maharaj ki jai. This is Rupini Padma Devi Dasi from Orlando, Florida.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. Thank you so much for joining.
Hare Krishna Puja Mataji and all the Sambhal devotees. Dandavat Pranam. Shri Prabhupada ki jai, Guru Maharaj ki jai. This is Shamarasi Kadidasi from Germantown, Maryland.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. Thank you so much for joining. Hare Krishna devotees, Dandavat Pranam. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. Today we are so fortunate to have His Grace Ras Parayan Prabhuji from Delhi, and today Prabhuji will enlighten us on Srimad Bhagvatam, Canto 6, Chapter 18, verse 9 onward. Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam. Please take over the call. Hare Krishna Prabhuji, are you there?
Hare Krishna Mata. Yes, I'm there. Sorry, I was just picking my earphones.
Yeah, Prabhuji. Please, whenever you are ready, please take over the call.
Sure. Just please make me the host, your co-host, please.
Yeah, sure, Prabhuji. Go ahead, Prabhuji.
Thank you, Mata. I'm just sharing my screen. We'll sing a Vaishnav song first, and then we will proceed to today's discussion. Hare Krishna. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu दया करो मोरे श्री कृष्ण दया करो जगत संसारे
दयालु जगत संसार.
Sorry, Shyam Rasika Mati, I'm so sorry to interrupt you. I request you to kindly keep your phone on mute, keep your mic on mute so that अभी क्या होता है lag, sorry, there is a lag between you and me, so I got confused, and I'm sure it is pretty much the case with everyone else. So you just sing along at your end, and we are connected with this singing. Sorry to interrupt for that.
No problem.
Premanand Stoki Mahaprabhu Nitya Premanand Stoki Vipavano Kanakaro Amivana Stoki Vipavano Kanakaro Daya karo Sitapati Adhyata Goswami दया करो श्रीमती अद्विता गोस्वामी तब कृपा करे पाए दुनिया निभाई तब कृपा करे पाए दुनिया निभाई स्वरूप शरण दया करो श्री आचार्य प्रभु श्रीनिवास जय श्री आचार्य प्रभु श्रीनिवास रामचंद्र रामचंद्र संगमागे श्री प्रभु जय करो तुम बिना मेरे जगत हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम हरे राम राम हरे हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम हरे राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम हरे राम 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 हरे हरे कृष्ण हरे कृष्ण हरे राम हरे राम 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 हरे हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम हरे राम 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 हरे हरे जय गौरानिताय गौरानिताय पतित पावन गौरानिताय जय गौरानिताय गौरानिताय पतित पावन गौरानिताय जय प्रभुपाद भजन जय प्रसाद श्री श्रीमद प्रसाद श्री श्रीमद भक्ति सिद्धांत ठाकुर महाराज की साक्षात की मूर्ति महाराज की सत्यरा सुरेश्वर भक्ति ठाकुर की वैष्णव सार्वभौम जय माता बाबू महाराज की जय प्रेम से जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवाद आदि गौर भक्तवृंद की जय श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गौ गोपीनाथ श्याम को राधा कुंड गिरि गोवर्धन की मथुरा वृंदावन धाम की नदी मायापुर धाम की पुरुषोत्तम क्षेत्र जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की, गंगामयी नमाई की, विनदेव कृष्ण महाराज की, संगीत माया की, गौर प्रेमानंदे। All good somebody devotees, Hare Krishna. All good somebody devotees, all good somebody, all good Shri Guru Shri Ram Prabhupada. Hare Krishna. So thank you to the organizers who have given me this opportunity to speak something on Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 6, Chapter 18, and Shlok number 9 onwards. So, as we all know, Krishna, as well as Bhagavatam, Krishna, the expansion of Krishna is Srimad Bhagavatam. It is a book form of Krishna. So, in whatever way you get in touch with fire, it purifies you, right? So, similarly, in whatever way you get association of Srimad Bhagavatam, whether you are reading out of it, whether you are hearing from it, hearing Srimad Bhagavatam, whether you are sleeping in Srimad Bhagavatam class, that is also beneficial. Although that is not desirable, but still, even if you are sleeping, it's better to sleep in rather than sleeping in bed. It is better to sleep in class. No, yet it is not. I'm not recommending it, but still, it is better than sleeping in the bed. Okay. So I have been given this shloka. So as you may know, you may be hearing from since last several days that this chapter, the name of this chapter is how Diti vows to kill Indra. What happened actually in this chapter 18th chapter of this 6th canto. What happened? It describes the lineage of, or the all the sons and their sons. The whole lineage of. In Hindi, it is called Vanshavali. In English, it is a lineage. The Vanshavali of Diti and Aditi. Primarily, the sons of Diti, mostly they are asuras. They have Diti. From Diti comes Daityas, and from Aditi comes Devtas. So we all know that Devtas and Daityas, they always have some fighting between them. It is always there. There are saintly people and there are demoniac people, and demoniac people and saintly people, they always have a quarrel between them. So what happened? Why this is so, and why Diti, who is a very very exalted wife of Kashyap Rishi. If you have been hearing Srimad Bhagavatam since, if you are reading Srimad Bhagavatam since Canto 1, you might be knowing Kashyap Muni is a very exalted personality. Kashyap Muni have total 13 wives, and from one wife he has all the reptiles. Those of you must be those who are from Indian background, you must be having some gotra. That gotra that you may have, your family must have told you this is our gotra, and so what it signifies, that gotra signifies that from which rishis lineage you are. Like some of you may have the gotra like Atri, so that means you are coming in the lineage of Atri Rishi. Some of you may have the gotra of Kushal Rishi, Gautam Rishi, similarly Shandilya Rishi. Similarly, there are many. So this is how this gotra system is. So if anybody doesn't know what is his gotra, so the general rule is you can say Kashyap, because from Kashyap comes all the he is the biggest progenitor. He is the biggest Prajapati. From him, from Kashyap Muni and his wife, one of his wife comes all the birds. From Kashyap Muni and one of his wife comes all the reptiles. All the Daityas comes from Diti and Kashyap Muni. From all the Devtas, they come from Kashyap Muni and Aditi. So if anybody doesn't know, his gotra, so you may rightly say that my gotra is Kashyap. And for those who are initiated, their gotra got changed. Now we are not anymore belonging to this material world, or in the lineage of some rishi. Now we are in the lineage of Krishna. Now Krishna is our, as you must have read in Bhagavad Gita, there is a whole lineage coming from Krishna, that how Krishna gave this knowledge to Brahma, Brahma gave to Narada, and in that way it is coming to Srila Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada to his disciple, and from his disciple, his senior disciples, coming to us, those who are second generation initiates of ISKCON. So we are also in the lineage of Krishna once we get connected with this parampara. So that after initiation, our gotra got changed to Achyuta. Otherwise, for our corrupt kand related things, if your family still follows that, so you have to use your old gotra. Okay. So having said all this, let's start with today's shlokas. Actually, there are I haven't given this 9th shloka, but there are no purport to them. So what I will do, I will just keep on recite the shloka, and I will stop and I will read the meaning, and then I will stop. We will recite that shloka, which will have purport in it. Okay. So I'll start. तत्कर्म गुना वीर्यानि कश्यपस्य महात्मना पश्चात वक्ष्यामि आदित्याम यत्थे वावतत्तारः. Later in the 8th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, I shall describe how Urukrama, Lord Vamadev, appeared as son of great sage Kashyapa, and how he covered the 3 words with 3 steps. I shall describe the uncommon activities he performed and his qualities, his power, and how he took birth from the womb of Aditi. So as we all know, from Aditi comes all the Devatas. Even Indra is the son of Aditi. That's why one of the name of Lord Vamadev is Up Indra, the younger son of Indra, the younger brother of Indra, Up Indra. So we all know that sometimes it is a joke in the devotee, in our side of the world, people joke around that devotees are the followers of Lord Vamadev. It must have happened to you also, it happened to me also, and it is happening with all the new devotees that are those who are coming to our movement. And in the starting, what devotees say, Prabhu, you don't have to change anything. Just add Krishna in your life. You don't have to leave anything. You don't have to leave your girlfriend. You don't have to leave your attachments. Just add Krishna. Start doing 2 rounds. It will not teach you much. Start doing 2 rounds. Okay, Prabhu. No. 4 rounds. Start doing 4 rounds. And slowly and slowly and slowly, just like Vamadev, he in a way he cheated Bali Maharaj. He took everything from. He just showed him his small feet and asked him for the 3 steps, land that he can acquire from his 3 small steps. So Bali Maharaj said, okay, take whatever you need. And Vamadev, what he did, he just cheated him. He took everything from the possession of Bali Maharaj. Similarly, devotees, what they do, they say you don't have to change anything. You don't have to, and by the end of the process, you end up losing all of your attachments. Actually, that is transcendental teaching. That is the highest benefit that those devotees are doing upon us. Similarly, so devotees are the great followers of Lord Vamadev. Vamadev, if we see from retrospect, Vamadev actually gave a great benediction to Bali Maharaj. Now Bali Maharaj is in Rasa, Vamadev is his doorkeeper. Bali Maharaj is pure devotee of Vamadev. How much, how exalted is his position that Vamadev is like his gatekeeper. So similarly, devotees are giving us that opportunity. Don't think that devotees are cheating or we are cheating anybody. No, we are giving them the highest thing. Okay, so we proceed further. Atha Kashyapa Dayadana, that वाक्यान् कीर्तयामि ते यत्र भगवता श्रीमान प्रहादो बलिरेव च. Now let me describe the son of Diti, who are begotten by Kashyapa, but who become demons. In this demoniac family, the great devotee Prahlad Maharaj appeared, and Bali Maharaj also appeared in that family. The demons are technically known as Daityas because they proceeded from the womb of Diti. So in first 9 shlokas, the like lineage coming from Kashyapa and Aditi, it was described how all the demigods, even Lord Vamadev appeared from the womb of Aditi, and now they are describing the lineage coming from Kashyapa and Diti, how all the Daityas they come from Diti. Just to you know clarify, my voice is fine. Shall I proceed further? Hare Krishna, can any of you please let me know if my voice is fine? Things are going good.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay, thank you. Okay, Shlok number 11. दितेर्दावाव एवदयादो दैत्य दानव वंदितो हिरण्यकशिपुर्नाम हिरण्याक्ष च कीर्तितो. First, the two sons named Hiranyakashipu and Hiranyaksh took birth from Diti's womb. Both of them were very powerful, were worshipped by the Daityas and Danavas. So first came the biggest ones, Hiranyakashipu and Hiranyaksh. हिरण्यकशिपोर भार्या कयादुर नाम दानवी जम्बस्य तनया सातु सुषुवे चतुर सुतान समृदा समहदाम पराग अनुरिदम आदम प्रहादेव एव च तत्स्वासा सिंहिका नाम राहुं विप्रचितो अग्रहेत. The wife of Hiranyakashipu was known as Kayadu. She was the daughter of Jambha and descendants of Tanu. She gave birth to 4 consecutive sons known as Samhalad, Anuhulad, Halad, and Prahalad. The sister of these 4 sons were known as Simhika. She married the demon named Viprachitti and gave birth to another demon named Rahu. So this is all the demoniac business. They marry in demoniac families. Birds of same feather flock together. So these were the 4 sons of Hiranyakashipu. Proceed further. Shiro Aharad Yasya Harish Chakre Napimito Amritam Sahadasya Kritir Bharya Suta Pancha Janam Tata. While the Rahu in disguise was drinking the nectar among the demigods, the Supreme Personality Godhead severed his head, and the wife of Simhalad was named Kriti. By union of Simhalad and Kriti gave birth to a son named Pancha Janna. So, demons, they do demoniac things. So Rahu tried to drink the nectar which belongs to demigods, and Krishna punished him. Hradasya dhaman nirbharya suta vitatim ihvalam yo agastadyayatam athitaye peche vata pilim valaha. The wife of Halad was named Dhamini. She gave birth to 2 sons, Vitapi or Ilvala. When Agastya Muni became Ilvala's guest, Ilvala served him a feast by cooking with Vatapi, who was in the shape of a ram. By cooking Vatapi. Anuhidasya Suryayam Baskalo Mhishash Tatha Virachanastu Prahadir Devam Yam Tasya Bhavat Bali. The wife of Anulad was named Surya. She gave birth to 2 sons, Baskala and Mahisha. Prahlad had 1 son, Virochana, whose wife gave birth to Bali Maharaj. Bana Jayashtham Putrastham Ashnayam Tato Abhavat Tasyanubhavam शुश्लोक्यम पश्चात एवा विधास्यते. Thereafter, Bali Maharaj begat 100 sons in the womb of Ashana. Of these 100 sons, King Bana was the eldest, and the activities of Bali Maharaj, which were very laudable, will be described later in the 8th canto. So much more to come in 8th canto. बाण आराध्य गिरीशम लेभे तद्गन मुख्यताम यत् पार्श्वे भगवान अस्ते है अद्यापि पुरा पल्लका. Since King Bana was great worshipper of Lord Shiva, he became one of the Lord Shiva's most celebrated associates. Even now, Lord Shiva protects King Bana's capital and always stands besides him. So this is the nature of Lord Shiva. This is a duty that has been given to Lord Shiva. That you know, um, actually, Lord Shiva is most exalted amongst all the beings, all the Vaishnavas. Vaishnavira Nam Yatha Shambhu, and because he is most exalted, he is most merciful, he is um, most of everything. The greatest of the Vaishnavas. He gave shelter to those who need the mercy the most. Generally, devotees they don't get along with demons or people with demoniac tendencies. But Lord Shiva, he is especially known for his mercy. He is Ashutosh. He gets pleased very easily, and he gave shelter to whom? He gave shelter to all the asuric tendencies. People with all the asuric tendencies. So why this all to give them some mercy, to give them some association. We all know sadhu sang sarv shastra they love mata sadhu sang sarv siddhi. By getting the association of Lord Shiva, they get purified, or Lord Shiva provide them an opportunity to get purified. So this is a causeless mercy of Lord Shiva, that he is given mercy to those that nobody is accepting. Okay, next. Marutascha dite putras चैत्वरिंशं नवाधिका ता आसन अप्रजा सर्वे नीता इंद्रेण सात्मताम. The 49 Marutas, 49 Marut demigods were also born from the womb of Diti. None of them had sons. Although they were born of Diti, King Indra gave them a position as demigods. But there is small purport in this shloka. Apparently, even demons can be elevated to the position as demigods when their atheistic character is reformed. These are the two kinds of men throughout the universe. Those who are devotees of Lord Vishnu are called demigods. Those who are just the opposite are called demons. Even the demons can be transformed into demigods, as the statement of this verse. So we'll recite Mangalacharan and then we'll proceed with the discussion. Om Agyantitamidandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Utapad Shri Guru Vaishnavansha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sangana Raghunatham Vitam Tam Taddivam Savadetam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sagana Lalita Shri Vishakha Vikamshta He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanusute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhu Bhayevacha Patitanam Pavnebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur Bhakta Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Preshaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gaurvani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshitari. Hare Krishna. So, in whatever we have read till now, they are describing the lineage coming from Kashyapa and Diti, how many demons they were born, Hiranyakashipu, Hiranyaj, and then Hiranyakashipu has 4 sons, Simlad, Alad, and Pralad, and their lineage are described there. And then they stop, the last verse that we discussed, it was about Marut. There are 49 Maruts that came out from the womb of Diti, and they become demigods. So first thing that is coming that we can discuss is why these many names are there. What it has to do with Srimad Bhagavatam? What it has to do with a person who is going to die in next 7 days? If as we all know, this Srimad Bhagavatam is spoken between Shukdev Goswami and Parikshit Maharaj. Parikshit Maharaj has been cursed that after 7 days you will be, there will be a great snake, Takshak, and he will bite you and you will die. And now Shukdev Goswami is, describing the lineage of Asuric lineage, so to say, of Diti. Why this is so? Well, why he has to describe the names? He could have just, there were so many demons that came out from the womb of Diti. You don't need to bother about that. So, can any of you please let, if you have any idea why this is so? Don't you think it is odd that, somebody is dying and, suppose, you have a relative and who is on his deathbed and you are telling him that there was a Asur, great Asur, and he has 4 sons. His first son has this, the name of wife of first son is this. Then he had 2 sons. Next son has this wife. So isn't it odd? Why this is so? Anybody knows? Okay. So actually, these are not ordinary personalities. If their name is there in Srimad Bhagavatam, because they are somehow or the other connected to Krishna. Even if at the time of death, we remember one shloka, whatever, even the name, the name of Krishna is not there in that shloka. Even if one line, even if one name from these, from Srimad Bhagavatam, any name, even the name of any Daityas, any demon, we can go to spiritual world because these people are connected with Krishna, because they are associates of pastimes of Krishna. They are not ordinary people. Where is Duryodhana right now? Where he might be? Any guesses? Where do you see Duryodhana right now after leaving his body? He might be there in hell or where? Any idea? What do you say? Any guesses? Anybody there?
Hare Krishna, Prabhji. We are here. So,
Okay, so what do you think, Mataji? Where is Duryodhana right now?
as per his karma, in the hell.
In the hell. You won't believe me. Duryodhana is there in the spiritual world. Because, Duryodhana, he was
Yes,
given,
Prabhuji. He was always focusing on Krishna.
no. Yes,
Not
that
that,
is
but that,
also,
yeah.
that is always there. But because Duryodhana was, he played a very important role in the pastimes of Krishna. And he was also associate of Krishna. He has been given a negative role. He was not a bad person, not at all. He's also there in spiritual world. Just like, you must have seen Hindi movies. There are great villains like Prem Chopra, Ambrish Puri. I guess that was his name. And you must have seen some movies. So there are great villains, very, very demoniac with demoniac plans. But what do you think? They're also rapists, they're also drug dealers in their real life? No, they are not. they have been given just the negative role, right? So in the same way, Duryodhan, all these demons, they have been given this demoniac role. And even if they are devotees, because they have got the touch of Krishna, because they have played a significant role in the pastimes of Krishna, they went back to spiritual. Somehow, it is like just like associating with fire. Whatever way you associate with fire, it purifies you. It will give you heat and light, it will burn you. Similarly, in whatever way you associate with Krishna, it will Krishna will purify you. Krishna shows mercy to all, even to demons. By killing them, they will go to spiritual world. So, because these names are there, they are not ordinary people. Even if you remember some Daityas, at the time of death, you are thinking about, oh, Namuchi was like that, Vritrasur was like that, or some demon, some Hiranyakashipu was like that. Then only you can go to spiritual. So these names are they are not ordinary people. And similarly, Prabhupada has told us that anybody can become a devotee. Prabhupada has emphasized so much on preaching. Once Srila Prabhupada was installing Gaur-Nitai deities in New York. They established the New York temple, and Gaur-Nitai were to be installed, and Prabhupada installed the Gaur-Nitai deities, and then Prabhupada gave a lecture. In the lecture, Prabhupada said, if you want to get mercy of Krishna, Prabhupada asked a question to the devotees, how to get mercy of Krishna? Devotees said, try to look around. And Prabhupada said, you need to get the mercy of Radharani first. First, you need to get the mercy of Radharani, then only you can get the mercy of Krishna. Okay. How to get the mercy of Radharani? Then Prabhupada answered, to get the mercy of Radharani, you need to get the mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Okay, get the mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Then Prabhupada questioned, how to get mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? And then Prabhupada answered, you need to get the mercy of Nityananda Prabhu. Now, without Nityananda Prabhu, you cannot get the mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Okay. How to get mercy of Nityananda Prabhu? Now this is now who to take shelter? How we can get the mercy of Nityananda? Also, there are many answers to these questions, but how Prabhupada proceed? Prabhupada said, you might be amazed by Prabhupada's answer. Prabhupada said, if you need to get the mercy of Nityananda Prabhu, you need to get the mercy of Jagai and Madhai. First you get the mercy of Jagai and Madhai, then you will get the mercy of Nityananda Prabhu, then you will get the mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, then you will get the mercy of Radharani, and eventually you will get the mercy of Krishna. Then Prabhupada asked, and there are so many Jagai Madhais. In New York, there are so many Jagai Madhais. Preach to them. Preach to the most fallen, and you will get the mercy of Nityananda Prabhu. So, and Prabhupada has also told us, Brahmanas are everywhere. They're born everywhere in the world. We just have to go there and pick them up. So why I'm telling you all this to prove this point, that anybody can become a devotee. Every sinner has a past. Every saint has a past. Every sinner has a future. We might have came across, or we might be knowing so many devotees who used to have a very turbulent, who used to have a very demoniac life, full of abominable things that we cannot think of. If you talk about Prabhupada's disciples, there are a complete spectrum of them. Few of them were, drunkards. Drunkard is still a sophisticated word. Druggist, drug maniac, acid heads. Some of them were, gang members. There was I'm not naming him. There was a Prabhupada disciple. He was a temple president also in one of the prominent temples. He used to be a hell ranger. Hell Angel. The name of that gang was Hell Angel. And what was how he made money? He just used to stand out of. He was a very well built, very big muscular guy, and he used to just stand out of some bar, And whenever a drunkard come out, he just pounce him with his fist, took his wallet, just let him go. That is how he used to make money, and he became a devotee. So these are all, this is a spectrum of Srila Prabhupada's mercy, that he changed those people into devotees also. And Prabhupada is giving us this opportunity also. And we all know that before coming, I'm assuming that we all are from Indian background. So we might not be doing those things and those abominable things. But in some sense also, we were also demonic. We are also after money, prestige, greed, lust, anger, pride. These vices are still there in us. So by following this process of Krishna consciousness, we can also become purified, and anybody can become purified. I'm going to share some example. Then it will be more. It will be there is a shloka also in Srimad Bhagvatam. Kirat Haminda Puninda Pulkasha Yavan Khas. The gist of that shloka is that anybody from the lowest to lowest families, they may be Malaysia, they may be Yavanas, Kirat, Hunand, Pulind, those who are dog eaters. By following the process of Krishna consciousness, they can become greater than Brahmanas. Not only Brahmanas, they can become greater than Brahmana. So you must have heard the story of Valmiki Rishi, the famous Valmiki Rishi, who wrote Ramayana. And we all know, you must have, I'm just repeating it, that Valmiki Rishi used to be a great dacoit with the name Ratnakar. And he has this rule in his life that whoever he met, and he robbed that person, and what he do? He killed them. Leave no, because dead body they don't they don't answer questions. So better to leave the person dead, so that they will not tell who robbed him. So this is a rule of Ratnakar Daku, the great dacoit Ratnakar. And one day he met Narad Muni, and because he met Narad Muni asked him, why you're doing this sinful things, and who will going to take your sins? And we all know this story. That Narad Muni proved him that nobody else from whom you are doing all these sinful activities, your family members, your parents, your children, your wife, they're not going to take your sins. Eventually you have to bear all the consequences. And what happened? And when Ratnakar, realizes that yes, it is true, I have to pay for all my sinful activities. And he, by the mercy of Narad, he was so sinful that he was not able to chant even the name of Lord Ram. So, devotees, they are most intelligent. So what Narad Muni suggested him, okay, you just start repeating Mara, 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 Mara. In that way, you will chant the name of Lord Ram. And by the mercy of Narad Muni, the great saint, and the mercy of the holy names and Krishna, he became the great saint Maharishi Valmiki, who eventually wrote Srimad Ramayana. So every saint has, Valmiki was, he's a great saint, but he has a past. Every saint has a past. Every sinner has a future. We could be so great sinner. Don't worry. There's a booklet. There's a calendar. I'm sure it is there in your part of the world also. That has Prabhupada's quotes on it. And one of the quote, I'm not remembering that date, but it is mentioned by Srila Prabhupada that you may be thief, you may be killer, you may be anything, but if you have this sincere desire to see Krishna, Krishna can be seen. So you could be anything. You could be biggest of the biggest. We all know who we are. Actually, there are two people who know who we really are. Actually, there is a Japanese proverb that everybody has three faces. One face we show to the whole world. How happy I am, how good I am. This last and people look at me, how well dressed I am, how good mannerly I am. So this is the face that I show to the whole world. But there is another face, which is shown only to my close associates, those who live with me, those who are my ashram mates, those who know me, my parents. They know me. People praise you, but we know who you are. So this is the second phase, but there is another phase. Everybody has these phases. One face is the public face, one face is the private face, and one face is the very, very, very private face that we don't show to anyone. That face is revealed to only two persons, you and Krishna. So either Krishna knows who I am really is, what is my intention, what I really want, or I know. So I may be a great sinner, I may be anything, but the mercy of Krishna is much more powerful than my sins, my anarthas. At times, devotees, because of a repeated habit of failure or repeated struggle with our anarthas, we develop inferiority complex that I am such a fallen, I am a loser, Prabhu, I cannot do this. I am a great sinner, I cannot do this. Better I leave. Devotees are getting frustrated because of me, this and that. No, don't. This process may take time, but surely you will get purified. It is like walking of a child. We all, at one point of time, some years back, we all used to be children, and there was a time when we tried to walk and we fell. So, but there was a time when we fell last, and after that we didn't fell, right? So, because we fell, we keep on standing up and again trying, again trying, again trying. The result was there was once last time when we fell down, and now we are doing fine. We are walking very fine. We are running very fine. So, similarly, right now is the struggling period. We are trying to proceeding on the path of Krishna consciousness. We are trying to proceeding on the path of devotion service. But we at times we got slipped, or we fell down. But if we stick to the process, in Hindi we says, जो फल पेड़ पर टंगा रहेगा वो पक जाएगा, and that fruit which stays to the tree, which stay connected with the tree, eventually it will be ripe. Otherwise, those who got disconnected with the tree, they remain sour. They are not going to develop. So our process is to just stick with the just stay connected with the devotion service, the path of devotion service. Okay, next example that there was a you must be knowing Indradyumna Maharaj. He has a book named. No, I heard it from one of his lectures, the Memories of Srila Prabhupada. There's a one Srila Prabhupada disciple there, Siddhanta Prabhu. He has this YouTube channel, Memories of Srila Prabhupada. You must see that. All the Srila Prabhupada disciples, they are sharing their memories with Srila Prabhupada. So Indradyumna Maharaj, he was sharing a story of a devotee. Once he went to Paris. In earlier days, he was there in Paris. Prabhupada sent him to Paris, and Indradyumna Prabhu at that time, and some temple devotees and Prabhupada, they were doing morning walk. And when they are morning walk, there was some bushes just next to the footpath, and suddenly, a very disgruntled person, a person with matted hair, bad smell coming out of him. He was so intoxicated, so much high in drugs that he was not able to speak. He just came out of the bushes and caught the feet of Srila Prabhupada, just out of the blue. They were just going on the footpath along with the bushes, and a man, hippie would be a very sophisticated word to say from him, and completely ruined person. And he came out of the bushes and just caught hold of the feet of Srila Prabhupada. And devotees just, they tried to pounce on him, tried to remove him, but Srila Prabhupada, he put his hand on his feet. Don't worry. Everything will be all right. Srila Prabhupada gave him the blessings. And, then devotees, he removed him from the lotus feet of Srila Prabhupada. And finally, what happened? That person, they used to call him PayPal. Pigpan. That was the name of that person. They, devotees gave him this name. He was not able to speak because of his disabilities with a drug overdose. He was not able to speak at that time. So devotees give him this name, Pigpan, because he was always smelling like a pig. So So Pigpen, he came to temple just following Srila Prabhupada and devotees. He came to temple also. The devotees thought what to do and whether to keep him or not. He's smelling like anything. He's not having doesn't look like a devotee from any angle. But Srila Prabhupada gave him the mercy. Srila Prabhupada, put his hand on his head. So what to do? Then devotees took him in. Somebody shaved his head. They give him a good dhoti kurta, and he started living in temple. And he only, he was, because of his disability, the only thing that come from his mouth is from with very difficulty is Prabhupada saved me. That was his mantra. Whoever he beat, he used to say, Prabhupada saved me, Prabhupada saved me, Prabhupada saved me, something like that. And one day Indra Maharaj, because in earlier days, the only business of devotees is to do book distribution. So devotees took everybody, they went to book distribution, and Pigpen also came. Devotees thought what he will do. He is not able to, speak anything properly. How he will distribute the books? But Srila Prabhupada mercy. So they took him, and what Pigpen do? This fellow, this devotee Pigpen, he distributed many books just by saying whoever he meet, he used to say, Srila Prabhupada saved me, Srila Prabhupada saved me, Srila Prabhupada saved me. And people buy the book and give him the donation. So eventually, Indra Maharaj was telling in his memories that eventually, he moved out of Paris, he went somewhere else, and he lose track of this devotee Pigpen. And what happened after some 30 years? After some 30 years, he sees someone singing. He was there in New Zealand, maybe I guess it was Wellington Temple, and he saw somebody familiar. So who was singing Mangala Aarti, and he recognized, oh, this guy is Pigpen. He used to be there in Paris temple. So he inquired from the temple, who is this person and what is his name, and he become amazed when he get to know that he is Srila Prabhupada disciple. His name is Rasa Prabhu, and this Rasa Prabhu is a very wonderful devotee. Now he's able to speak also, and he is translating Srila Prabhupada's books also in some other languages. So this is the mercy of Srila Prabhupada. And eventually, the foretold of this story that this Rasa Prabhu left his body in care for cow. There is a cow care organization run by one of Srila Prabhupada's disciples in Vrindavan. He left his body in Vrindavan, and who used to be a very big time drunkard. So this is Srila Prabhupada's mercy, that anybody can become a great devotee. So the lesson for us is that we should not discriminate. It happens to, it so happens, at times we see a devotee from his we judge a devotee from his external, how good he is, how much services he is doing, and what is his family background. What it happens that two of Srila Prabhupada disciples in earlier days, in 1970s, they were there in Vrindavan, and one day they thought that why don't we go to other Goswami temples and visit those places. So in one of the Goswami's temples, the priest, when he saw these two bright-faced young Americans, paying obeisances, chanting Hare Krishna, doing kirtan. So this priest, in his way, he give him the blessings that I bless you that in next life you born in the family of Brahmanas in India. So they become perplexed. Why is asking us to take next birth to become Brahmana in India? They came back to Srila Prabhupada and asked Srila Prabhupada, this priest, he gave us this blessings that in the next life you become Brahmanas in India. So Srila Prabhupada asked them, go back and bless the priest. Ask the priest, then we bless you that you become a hippie in New York, and by the mercy of Krishna, you will meet a Sankirtan party there. So the moral of the story is that we may be born in any demoniac family. We may have so many disqualification. We or anybody else, but we should not discriminate. In India also, Srila Prabhupada never discriminated, neither in man or woman, nor in any race, any caste, people from any background. But we see, because this is there, discrimination is there in every part of the world, even in India. People discriminate. They ask, what is your family background? And you are, from which part of India you are. You are Bihari, you are a Punjabi, you are this, you are that. This is all bodily consciousness. Anybody can become a devotee. I heard from one of my friends who's there in Australia that their temple has two groups. Because he's Indian, so he told me that one group is called Desi and other group is called Gora. Gora is white. Those of them. So Desi, they don't mix along with Goras, and Goras, they don't mix along with Desis. Indians, they don't mix along with white devotees, and white devotees, they don't mix along with Indian devotees. But it is so discriminating. How much, think from the point of view of Srila Prabhupada, how much he got, how much disturbed he would be by seeing all this. This is not, Srila Prabhupada made ISKCON. ISKCON is for everyone. Anybody who is sincere follower of Srila Prabhupada can get his mercy. So as followers of Srila Prabhupada, as a devotee of Srila Prabhupada, we should also not discriminate. Whoever comes to temple, whoever we meet, that person is well-deserving candidate to get the mercy of Krishna. If we are discriminating, that means, if we are discriminating with any devotee, even with any jiva, we are discriminating with the son of Krishna, and Krishna doesn't like that. So respect all, and whoever comes, he may be white, he may be black, he deserves the mercy of Krishna, and it is because we are followers of Srila Prabhupada. So it is our duty. Srila Prabhupada has mentioned this thing to the pujaris, that even if if you are alone in the temple hall and you are doing worship and nobody is there in the temple, and somebody came who might not be Indian, who might not be a devotee, who may be white, who may be drunkard, who may be black or anything, leave that aarti then and there, jump out of the altar and receive that guest. The guest of Krishna is more important than Krishna himself. So, this is the standard that Srila Prabhupada gave us. Anybody can become a devotee. We might be born in Indian background, but those who might not be born in Indian background, by virtue of their following Srila Prabhupada, by virtue of following the process, they can become great devotees than us. You see, in today's leadership of ISKCON, many of them are not Indians. They all used to be, and in one point, this may be their leela also, that they used to be drunkards, hippies, and whatnot. Do you know how Jayapataka Maharaj got connected? You must have known Jayananda Prabhu. Jayananda Prabhu built the first Rath Yatra cart in San Francisco, Rath Yatra. And he was, in that time they used to make the cart all from scratch, from zero to the car, to the whole cart, whole Rath Yatra, whole chariot is made by them. So it takes, many days. And one day Jayananda Prabhu was, he's doing his work, and one 15-year boy just walk by, and Jayananda Prabhu called him. Could you please help me? Could you please hold these nails so that I can nail them into the wood? Well, this boy thought, why not? He just hold the nail, and Jayananda Prabhu just nailed it into the wood. And Jayananda Prabhu, after a few nails, Jayananda Prabhu praised him like anything. Oh, you hold nails such a nice boy you are. Can you help me a little more also? Can you, nail? Can you help me nail these nails into the wood? The boy said, okay, why not? And he took the hammer, he took the nails and just nailed it into the wood. And Jayananda Prabhu, he praised him more and more. So you're doing such a nice service. And eventually that boy end up spending the whole week, day and night into building that Rath Yatra chariot, and that boy is Jayapataka Maharaj. Just by simple dealings of Jayananda Prabhu, Jayapataka Maharaj become a devotee. We all know that this is Krishna's plan, but if we don't know, whom we are meeting, you may be meeting so many people on the street, you may be giving prasad to so many people, but that devotee can become so exalted, and you will also get the credit. So spread the mercy. There are so many Jagai and Badhais. Get the mercy of Jagai and Badhai, you will get the mercy of Nityananda. By getting the mercy of Nityananda, you will get the mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. By getting the mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, you will get the mercy of Radharani. Eventually, you will get the mercy of Krishna. Hare Krishna. Jai Guru Prabhupada ki jai. So, is there any comment, corrections, questions?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Madana Pranam to you.
Hare Krishna.
Prabhupada ki jai, Guru Maharaj ki jai. This is Rupini Padma Devi Dasi from Orlando, Florida. Thank you so much for the wonderful class. Although there were only translations, but towards the end of the class, you made it very interesting. And like I also think that the point that you mentioned that generally people do make distinction between American and Indian, like bodily distinction, but who are not Krishna conscious. People who are Krishna conscious, once we come into Krishna consciousness, then we know the other person is also chanting, following. In fact, it's really I just sometimes wonder, if I was born in USA and I had American body, then I don't know whether I would have been able to take it up this moment, because having been born and raised in India, Delhi specifically, so like that culture we have been seeing, devta worship, and so something or the
Yes,
other
yes.
keeps on going on. So that is like an added asset for us.
Yes, actually, that is more detrimental for devotional service, to forget all those things.
Yeah. So then we are not like a blank slate in a way.
Yes.
Yeah. But Prabhuji, then the thing is that like I know myself, I had a very confused mind, because every day, everywhere I would hear God is one, but nothing other than Krishna consciousness was giving me that. Only Srila Prabhupada is the one who actually taught us, that Krishna is God. Like, otherwise it was so confusing. Everybody saying God is one, and they're worshipping like 3 to 4 devtas, and so it was always like very. I was happy that my mind was confused in the a confused material world, and when I came into Krishna consciousness, then everything started like opening up. I get a clear image through Srila Prabhupada's books, basically. Yeah. So yes, Prabhuji, just like that point that even for me specifically, it is not easy to connect with the non-Indian body, but with devotees, it is okay, because they're practicing. And but again, then these hurdles we have to remove from our front, because if we have to preach, there's a preaching movement,
Yes.
then we have to understand that how you mentioned, like Srila Prabhupada, when he came initially, I mean, I don't think there were any Indians in the place where he preached at the New York. Mostly
The
they were
first
all.
Indian,
Huh?
the first Indian body disciple that Srila Prabhupada has in the West is Gopal Krishna Maharaj,
Hari Bol, Hari Bol.
and
Very nice. Yes.
he got connected in Montreal.
Hmm.
And Montreal Temple came out in 1968, 69, somewhere in 70. So
Hmm.
before that, New York, San Francisco, and even Germany was there. The temple in Germany was much earlier than Montreal.
Montreal in Canada. No? Yeah.
Yes,
Yes, and I believe that Maharaj had just come there for his higher studies.
yes,
And
yes. He was doing MBA at that time.
okay. Yes, so that shows
Okay.
that anybody can connect to the movement in any part of the world, provided he's got the touch of the spiritual master like Srila Prabhupada. So otherwise, it is, yeah. So thank you for
Actually, I wanted to share a story of one Mataji, Pad Sevanam Mataji. I had just that story in front of me. This lady, this devotee was there from Azerbaijan. Azerbaijan is one of the countries in Central America, Central Asia. It is a Muslim country. And, this is a story how she get to know about Narsim Dev in Ahobilam, and how a deity of Narsim Dev was there in the complete dark jungle alone, and nobody there to take care of that deity. And she left everything. That's this 74-year-old lady. She left everything in her country, in her temple, and she came here to take care of the deities. And what all pastime that happened with us. And you will, if you read, I will share the link to Mataji who shared me this. I will share the link with the devotees. You will get it. So, and this is how she left her body. She left everything for Krishna, for Lord Narsimdev, and this is how she left her body, by holding Krishna in her hand.
And Prabhuji, where is she from?
She was from Baku, Azerbaijan. When you read this story, you will be mesmerized, and how even those who are born in Muslim country, they can become such an exalted devotees. I will share the link.
Yes, please share with Shama. Yeah.
Sure. You just, I request you with my folded hand, just read this story. It's amazing.
So Krishna consciousness can touch anyone's heart, which part of the world they are in, what language they're following. It is actually truly what Prabhupada gave the name, no? If we see iska true meaning, international society of Krishna consciousness. So it's a very, very much internationally grounded. Amazing, yeah. What Prabhupada has given us, and it's his intelligence is beyond the material world. All glories to Shri Prabhupada. Thank you, Prabhuji, for the wonderful class in the morning here. And it starts off our day with more Krishna consciousness. Hare Krishna.
Thank you for giving me the opportunity. Okay, thank you, devotees.
Thank you, Prabhuji, for a wonderful and nectarine class. I don't have any big question, but just want to check what name you said about the hippie Prabhuji who got initiated later.
Pigpan.
And actual initiated name you mentioned something, right?
Rasa Das.
Rasa Das. Okay, Prabhuji. Yeah.
If you this is my number, I will share you the link of that memories also. If you just ping me, I'll find out and I'll share you. Okay, devotees, thank you very much. Thank you for giving this opportunities. May we pray to Lord Narsimdev, we pray to Lord Krishna and Srila Prabhupada. We may become good servants of the holy name, and become instruments in the hands of Srila Prabhupada and preach to the whole world. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Thank you so much for this nectarine class. Let's
share the link with Mataji so she can share in the group.
I already did, Mataji. I shared it with you and Shamrasika Mataji both.
Just reminding you again, I wanted to read about it. Okay, Hare Krishna.
Okay. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Yes, Prabhuji, we will read. Thank you for sharing. And let's pay obeisances to all the Vaishnavas. Panchakalpatarvyascha kripa sindhuvacha patitanam pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Anantakoti Vaishnavanda ki jai. Namacharya Shri Haridas Thakur ki jai. Shri Prabhupada ki jai. Granthara Srimad Bhagvatam ki jai. His Grace Rasa Parayana Prabhuji ki jai. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.